Hey, Shed here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web. Today we're going to uncrate the first manufacturing Vendetta jacket. What's up, SpeedX fan? Before we jump in and give you the download on the Vendetta jacket I'm donning today, do us both a favor, subscribe to that Speed Addicts channel. That way you're up to date on all the latest gear reviews. We're always working hard to educate you around here. Subscribe and you won't miss out. Also, if you'd like to support us here at speedaddicts.com, you could do so by simply shopping with us. We make it real easy. There's going to be a link in the description below. They'll take you right over to the first manufacturing Vendetta jacket over at speedaddicts.com. While you're over there, feel free to shop for any other parts or gear you might need for your next two-wheel adventure. First Manufacturing is one of our favorite brands of leather. They make a huge assortment of jackets and gloves, actually. And the best part about First is that it's all genuine, buttery bovine leather. The quality of the hide is really high, and the price, while not cheap, is not all that painful. Most of their jackets are kind of in that $300 to $400 range. The Vendetta, you can get your hands on one for $319 to $359, and wait, limited lifetime warranty. So basically, First is saying, hey, we got you covered for the lifetime of the jacket if you have any issues. So that's very nice, and they have offices in New York. They will stand behind their products. Another cool thing about First is that they are going to have a huge range of sizes, and I mean huge. We're going from extra small all the way to 8 extra large. You heard me right. That was ocho. So we have a jacket for everybody in the Vendetta, and the sizes are running really true. So I'm in the size large, and I'm a 44-inch chest, 6'2", 220, and this thing fits me perfect. Now, there's not armor in the Vendetta that I am wearing right now, but you can add it. There are armor pockets in the elbows, shoulders, and back. If I was going to run a full set of armor, I might size up. That is my recommendation to you. So kind of decide if you're going to use armor, if you're not, or if you're going to get very thin armor, like the D30 Ghost armor, then you can get away with going strictly by that size chart. But if you're going to run a full suite of armor, you might want to round up a half to a full size. Now, when it comes to fit and shopping for gear online, now is where I pitch you on Speed Addicts, because we're going to cover you with no cost returns. That's right. If it doesn't work out, you just decide it's not for you or have a fitment issue, a couple of clicks, you're going to get a free return label at speedaddicts.com and not get nickel and dime on that return shipping like those other guys. To qualify, all you have to do is live in lower 48 states and make sure the gear is brand new in original condition when you send it back. Okay, let's get back to this garment here. So most of the First Manufacturing jackets are actually bovine leather, okay? They're coming from those sweet, sweet animals we make burgers out of. But the Vendetta is a little different. This one's actually going to be a sheep leather construction, and thus it's a bit on the thinner side. So this is 0.9 millimeter sheep leather, whereas the bovine jackets are usually 1.2 mil, so a bit thicker. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for leather jackets. How much protection do you want? This will still do okay in a slide, and but if you want more protection, you might want to look at some of the other First jackets that are a bit thicker, that 1.2 millimeter bovine leather. This one is leaning slightly more towards the fashion end of things, a little bit thinner, but it's lighter, it's easier to wear off the bike, and it's got a little bit more style to it. So I already went over the armor pockets. You're going to have pockets in the elbow, in the shoulder, and in the back. So you can step up the protection in that way if you choose. There's actually pretty good ventilation in the Vendetta too. You have 2 zippered chest vents. Let me blow these open for you. So you can get away with some warmer weather riding in this. So this is a mesh vent here, same on this side, mirror image. And then you have a big exhaust vent that runs right between your shoulder blades. When I turn around, you'll see a big zipper up there. So pretty decent ventilation for a leather jacket. Now, if you want it cooler, you can also remove this hoodie, which is held on with a zipper around the collar here. Let's check out the rest of the pockets. So you got 2 classic snap chest pockets, no surprises. Down low, you have a snap on the slash pocket, and it is pretty good size. I would prefer a zipper. I know it's probably a look thing on the Vendetta that they want to go with just a snap instead of a zipper, but then you have to worry about things kind of falling out of here. So you just kind of have this one snap. As we go to the main zipper down the middle, big, beefy, authentic YKK stuff here, and then you get the snaps that work their way down. So you can both snap and zipper this jacket. On the interior, first, always keeping it Second Amendment here with not one, but two concealed carry pockets. So it is called the Vendetta, I suppose. We have two bullet snaps, 1 and 2. It's kind of their signature. When I open this up inside, you will notice there is an elastic holster here that will accommodate different sizes of weapons, and it has a little bit of stretch to it, right? And what you can't see there are two additional elastic bands in here that are meant to hold 2 magazines, and that's not on one but both sides. So mirror image, so lefty or righty for the concealed carry pocket. You are covered there. You also notice inside we have a thermal liner to keep you warm. If you run into hotter temps, feel free to zip that out. And this does go all the way down the sleeves. Thermal liner runs all the way down. In terms of the cuffs, you have a snap and a zipper. So if you want to open that up to get over a glove and then cinch that back down, you can do so. Under the arm ventilation, we don't have any grommets or vents under your arm, but you do have that action back, so it gives you that mobility to reach for the handlebars, unlike a lot of just simply fashion-oriented leather jackets that won't have a gusset in the shoulder like that. We have the collar, removable hoodie, we already showed you that, limited lifetime warranty from First Manufacturing. That about does it on this Vendetta jacket. Good looking jacket. Again, it's that lighter weight sheep hide, so if you don't want that really heavier bovine leather weighing on you and you want that vented cooling option, Vendetta is a cool option here. And you also, like I said, you get the hoodie on top. If you still have questions, feel free to reach out to Rider Support over at speedaddicts.com, where you can always talk to the human over the phone, email, or live chat. And if you got a Vendetta jacket, you know what to do. Sound off in the comment section below. That's all I got for you. See you next time to find out what's in the crate.